What's going on, guys? We're here in my yard right now. All the guys are out, but I'm gonna give you a quick little tour around. So back here is where we have our dump pile. Right now we got a lot of debris back here. I got 200-yard trucks coming to come pick those up. Right now it's January 2nd, 2026, so the new year just started. Got chipper back here, dump trailer, loader. And yeah, it's a blessing to be able to have a yard. If you guys can get yourself a yard, a place where you can dump, where you don't have to make extra trips around, it's gonna be an absolute game changer. That was one of the biggest game changers that I had, is when I didn't have to go to the dump anymore. My guys came back from the job site, dumped right here. We got it picked up by trucks. Yeah, and there's the bucket truck and one of my guys' cars. Got a container, nice little yard, sunny South Florida. We park here with one more guy, one more company that does trees. But this year we're gonna take our maintenance crew to the top, doing our first HOA property today, our biggest one yet, that we've actually landed and done for maintenance. 105 houses that we're gonna be maintaining in a community. And this right here that I'm about to show you is the first truck I ever had, the thing that started it all. Before, well, this was after the rental trucks. If you ever saw that picture on my Instagram, but here it is. The Coconuts for College, the Zuzu MPR. I started taking the wrap off at one point because we were gonna use it for something else. But this is what started it all, and it still runs 220,000 miles. And yeah, this is it. This is what started it all. I used to pile everything in the back of this, and then I would hand unload it at dump sites. So this is it. A lot of illegal dumping happened in here too. Used to go out at night and hand unload that in random lots and stuff, which I'm not proud of, but you know, happen is what you do when you're younger. You know, sometimes you don't make the best choices, but it worked out. Hey, stay tuned. I'll bring you along for some more of the day. All right, guys, so right now we're here at a hotel building, looking at a whole bunch of palm trees and trees to get trimmed. So what I usually look for is things that can be additional. So right now they called us out to look at all the palm trees. Let me show you. So we got palm trees there, palm trees there, palm trees all around the building. But as you can see here, these trees are super low. Look at that. I literally touched these trees with my hand. So I'm going to sell them, or attempt to sell them, on a lifting of all the trees in the parking lot. Because in reality, on these commercial properties, you need to look for what's going to be a liability. These trees, when their limbs are hanging down this low, they can fall, hit cars, scratch up cars and things of that nature. And so that's why it's important to be looking for things that can be additional add-ons. So you may come to a job, maybe a $2,000 job, $3,000 job, but you can find additional things that can turn that $3,000 while you're already there into $3,500, $4,000 without making too much of an extra time commitment, because you're already here with all the equipment. So again, we're here at a hotel, taking a look at everything. Seems to be a hotel where people live long term, because there's people out everywhere. But I'm getting a call right now, so I'll be back with you guys shortly. So that call right there was just the property manager. I was explaining about the trees that were overhanging, things of that nature. But right now in their budget, all they have is the palms. But what I'll probably do is just throw in those extra trees for free, because we'll already be here. It won't take much time. And that just gives like extra incentive for the property manager, homeowner, whoever it is, your client, to want to work with you more, because you're giving them things that you don't need to. And some people would be a big advocate about not doing that. For me, it helped me to grow that way, because people said I was honest, I was fair, and I'll go the extra mile to make sure the property looks good. Because when I trim these trees, that's going to be my name. These trees are going to have my name on it. And if I leave some things that could have been touched looking ugly, another person that comes in, sees the property, calls the property manager, can say, hey, why didn't your tree guy do this? And that gives them an opening to have, you know, bad things to say about our company, which then allows them to get inside and possibly take the contract. So every little thing matters. Again, here, nice big hotel, but I think it's like a C-class hotel, I'm not really sure. But again, I think a lot of people live here. So we're gonna get it done, we're gonna get it taken care of. Take you to the next one. Peace. All right, excuse the car. I'm in my girl's car, and yeah, she has a Camry with red seats. Don't ask me why. But right now what I'm doing is I'm right near one of my other commercial properties. While I was just doing that estimate, I'm right next to one of my other commercial properties that we actually maintain. It's a big time wrapping company. They do all types of car mods and things of that nature. And so when I'm near properties and it's only like a 5-10 minute, you know, quick swoop delay, I'll go and look at them, make sure that the quality is kept in control, because I'm not going to these properties every visit. I may be seeing them once every 2 months or things of that nature. And so what I do is I go and I make sure that the quality is under control. You know, if there's any trash, I may pick it up. But we're here now, so I'm just doing looks. We had just cut all these hedges down. They were actually like shoulder height. He wanted to bring them all down and reduce them, so we reduced them. But things are looking decent. Things are looking decent. And so, again, it's really important that you have quality control. I'm not big enough to where I can have, you know, a quality control project manager riding around to all my jobs yet, but I am getting to that point. And so right now I'm training my guys, well, a few of them, so that I can decide on which guy I'm going to choose to be that, you know, crew manager, project manager, quality manager, whatever you want to call it. But again, you see, everything's looking nice and smooth, clean, straight line hedge. So it's really important that you take that extra time, take a look, and make sure that everything is clean, because that is very, very important. And I see a big piece of trash here that I'm going to pick up, because this is my property, not just the owner's. I stamped this property because the first thing people see when they get to someone's property, home, commercial building, whatever the case is they either see the landscape or the building, and they're both a complement of each other. So as you can see right here, we have trash on the ground, and I'm gonna pick all this up because this is ridiculous. See, they're on a main road, so the problem is they get a lot of trash, all that trash. So yeah, just the extra step, things people don't do, but it makes a world of difference. And the thing is once I'm bigger, I'm not gonna be able to do stuff like this. I'll still stop by my properties and things of that nature, but I won't be able to do stuff like this. So it's really important that when I train someone to do it, you know, to do what I'm doing, that they have a lot of care. And you know, I'm not even gonna tell the owner that I was here or anything. If they saw me, they saw me, but this is just part of the job, man. People think it's sweet. Oh, I just go and cut the grass, you know, just get it done. Bro, if you want to be the best, you got to do the stuff people won't do. That's the facts of the matter. So property's looking good. Winter, things aren't growing as much, but it's still Florida and things grow a lot out here. So, you know, just picked up some trash that was right in front of the property. It looks disgusting. You know, usually I doubt their employees are going to pick it up. When I pass by, I'm gonna pick it up, and you know, it just makes a difference. It keeps the, you know, when the owner sees it or someone sees it, they're like, oh, it's like nice and well maintained. And it's important that my client stays in business so that I can stay in business on his property and have his contract, because if he doesn't have money and he can't pay me, then I don't have this property under my name. So yeah, guys, take the extra effort. It makes a big difference. I'll see you in the next clip. And on to the last point I was just making about, you know, making sure the property looks good. Like when the property looks good, you should text your guys and say, hey, good job. Like I just texted my guy and I was like, hey, great job on keeping the property looking in good shape. You don't only want to text them or say things to them when you see something bad. Like when you see something good, encourage that. When you see something bad, obviously you have to have constructive criticism, but when there's something good and things look good, you know, give the recognition where it's due. That's just another point of, you know, company culture and just being a good leader and good guy in general. So don't forget to say the good things. A lot of people know me for always giving constructive criticism and saying the bad things. But I just want to see people be the best that they can be. I'm not there yet, but as much constructive criticism that I can give, I will give it, but I will also give credit where it is due. Hey, how's it going? It's Chandler. Happy New Year.
You too. Don't you have a work order for us for 6th Street?
Yes. I contacted D. It's for the roof area, right? Or sand?
No.
Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Give me just a moment. What was it for? The clearing on the side of the fence?
Yes.
I didn't receive approval for that yet.
Okay.
But I did send the quote to let me see. Yeah, I did send the quote out.
Okay. See if I can give a Clavio, and I need to get you over there. I got ready to do stucco on the house. There's not enough room on that side of the house to do it without the, you know, until the trees get removed.
Okay, yeah, no, we could get it taken care of actually next week. if you guys are ready that soon, I can get there like beginning of next week. I sent the quote on December 16th.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Happy New Year, by the way. All right, thanks. Bye. Yeah, just answering calls. Staying cordial, staying cool. Just another day. So far today, it's 1:21. I've went to the HOA property, showed my guys what to do, met with the treasurer there, walked the entire property, doing the first service. From there, I did 5 estimates, including the one you saw with the hotel. Looked at that other property with the maintenance. Went to my yard, dropped off checks. Yeah, that's been pretty much it so far. Ate a factor meal. Shout out Factor. So easy. Literally, bring a factor meal in a lunchbox. Bro, go into a gas station, throw it in their microwave, you're good to go. But now I'm going back to the crib, get on the computer, get all these estimates sent out. I did just get an email right now from a new construction home that wants trees removed, and they also want new landscaping at this super nice new modern home. So I'm gonna quote that out. So I got like 6 quotes to send out today, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna get all that done, respond to emails, and yeah, you'll see me at the crib. So what we're doing right now is writing up all the quotes that I told you guys I was gonna be writing up. Let me show you one of them. The first one, let me make sure there's no info. Yeah, so the first one here, I don't know if you can see. That one's $2,100. I told if they approve all the line items that I will give them $250 discount. It's because I know my margins, I know what makes sense, and I don't think that they're gonna approve this whole estimate because some of the stuff they were talking about seemed like they were like too pressed on getting it done. But I'd rather get as much of the work as I can, boost the top line, and this would give my guys like pretty 2-man crew like a full day of work. So that's what I'm doing right now. I actually just had a property manager hit me up for this huge condo association in Hollywood. Let me see. So I'm meeting him on Monday at 8 o'clock. And this contact that I got was from another property manager that really liked us. I was super on point on communication with her. And then right now I'm just finishing up the quotes. This is the first one I'm writing up. I got 4 more plus the one that I got on the email with the landscaping, with the new construction. But yeah, so right now it's 5:01. Yeah, 5:01. So let's see how long this takes me. I'll get back with you in a few. All right, so look, I sent that quote to the client. It goes to her email, her husband's email, right? But right after I sent the quote, I sent her a follow-up text message on top of that. And on my CRM, which is Jobber, you can see when they open the quote. She hasn't opened it. But this is the message I sent her: to create urgency, number 1, and number 2, to stay in constant communications and leave an open-ended area to where if she has any rebuttals or anything, she doesn't feel like scared to voice them. So basically, hi, client's name. I just sent the quote over via email for you guys. Nice little emoji. Please let me know if you have any questions. I have a spot set aside for you guys on Tuesday, but I need to have confirmation by tomorrow because I have a few more clients wanting me to get them done next week. And that's one of my only available slots for next week. Thank you so much and great to meet you. We'll finally meet you, Chandler. This has been a client I've had for probably like 2 or 3 years, but I've never met her in person until today. So yeah, that's what I said. Just some sauce, man. All right, back to it. Okay, some more quick sauce for you guys. Basically with my CRM, I can see, with clients that I've worked with before, I can see what I've charged them in the past, like super easy. So with this next client, I did their stuff for $420 in October 3rd of 2024. So that's a little over a year ago. So I know what I did them for. I'm gonna up their price a bit, not too much to scare them away, but that's what you gotta, if your stuff is in order, you can start upping prices. Yes, I have set prices, but some of my clients started with me a while back and my prices were like super low. So like I don't want to scare them away. I want to keep them as a client, but I still need to raise them up to the standard, to the bar. So all right, peace. So this next quote that I'm about to send is for a contractor that's a landscaper but doesn't do trees. A lot of landscapers out here don't do trees just because of how dangerous it is and how hard it is to find trained guys. But in this instance, when I'm working with other contractors or other companies, I know that they want to make money too. So I'm giving really good pricing to them so that they can add their money on top. I'm still making money, keeping my guys busy, and continuing to build a relationship with them. So just a tip, just because you think you have like a price that you always want, Yo, when you're working with landscape companies or other companies that are in your niche that like bounce off of each other, it's really important to give them good pricing because they're going to give you a lot of workflow. Like think about how many clients you have. They probably have the same amount, or if not close to the same amount of clients that need your service because they don't provide it. So you could be that filler of the gap. So just a quick little tip for you guys.
Listen, I mean, you guys want to give you guys the business, you know, and I'm glad you were able to come in. But you came out a little bit better with the removal portion, okay?
Okay. Removal first, and then right, exactly.
You know, and then you know, okay. So when do you thinking of doing them?
So I'll resend the quote over. Yo, quick little thing. Boom, that was a quote for 7,000. I know I quoted it high because this is the thing. So look, quick little tip. With this client, it's an installation job for 22 calusias, 25 gallons, some topsoils, some small plants, small little installation job, but we're removing a ficus hedge. And so I get a lot of jobs through removing things and then putting things back in. And for this quote in particular, this client, I knew he was going to ask for a discount. So when I sent the quote, I sent it higher, and I knew he was going to get other quotes, right? Because some people are like that. It's good to do that. It's good to price shop and make sure that no one's taking advantage of you. So my price was higher than the competitors. However, my communication has been very well. He likes the fact that I'm young. He likes the fact that I always call when I say I'm going to call, always show up when I say I'm going to show up. And I'm very knowledgeable about the specific subjects. I quoted this quote higher, like I said, than what it was supposed to be. And I quoted about 20% higher. I diligently followed up with him. This quote was sent about a month ago. I diligently followed up with him. He got all of his quotes back, told me I was higher. I gave him a call. I said, hey, what can we do? I know that you got other quotes. What can we do to help you out? Meanwhile, I've already budgeted in the fact that I'm going to price the job higher because I know I'm going to have to get brought down. So we talked about it. I got brought down about 15%. I'm still making what I want to make. And that's just how you got to do it. You got to know how to play the game. He's still getting a fair price. I'm not taking advantage of anybody. And he's getting a quality job. I know my skill set. I know my guy's skill set. I know what we do. We take care in our work. We warranty our work. And we do a great job. So no one's getting taken advantage of. Everybody wins. He's getting a good contractor, which is us, to do the work. And we're getting a good job, which is a little over 6,000 now. So it's like going to be realistic. It'll probably come out to like 6,500. But boom, 6,500 closed, done. Peace. That plans right here. I don't really want to show you guys the address, but as you can see, these are the plans I'm looking at. I don't do landscape installs all the time, but I will take them if they're simple and easy, and I have the tree removal as well. This job will probably be somewhere in the range of, this might be like 50 or 60K. Yeah, 50 or 60K for this job, plus the tree removal, which is probably like another 3,500. And if we get the irrigation, that's like another 7,000. So that's like what, 70K. Right now, what I'm doing is this. See all these unread messages? Not that many. But that's because I always respond to my messages. One of the things I learned from a dude that sold his company for like over 100 M's is he has a unread policy or something. So basically he responds to every message before the day ends, no exceptions. And I'm pretty good at that. I always usually respond, but sometimes I don't because there's some things I want to leave until tomorrow so that I can be on top of it the next day. But I'm going to start implementing like this policy because I think it's really good. I think you should too. It just shows people that you like care and you're really on top. My communication is really good, but things can always be better. All right, look, that's going to be it for this video. Got everything done for the day. It's 6:55. Today was my first day back from being on vacation. We'll call it vacation, but just being with family for like, I think I was there for like 11 days. The moment I'm back, I'm right back to the grind. And that's just how it's got to be. So I appreciate all you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to keep on pumping these videos out weekly at the minimum. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about in general, look at on the job sites and stuff like that, let me know down in the comments. Appreciate the support. Take it easy. Peace.